I mean, if you need muscle, that's like when girls look at you, the person they look at
Oh
is
my
muscles,
God.
not your ass. They don't look at your butt or anything, or your like quads and all
Bro,
that.
why are we bringing it back to this, Brian?
No,
Why
I'm
are we
just
doing this
saying.
again?
This is important, Kaustubh.
Hey guys, my name is Bryan,
Hi, I'm Caleb.
Hello, my name is Kaustubh.
And I'm John.
and this is Earthlistening off air.
Today we're going to be talking about fitness and other things that you can do to keep yourself in shape. So who wants to talk about the benefits of fitness?
So fitness has a lot of benefits and all that, both for physical, like just for your body, and also for your mind and all that. But I think we can talk about the most obvious one, which is body. So a lot of exercises you do can train your endurance, your strength, balance, and flexibility. Also, exercise helps you lose weight. That's probably like a commonly known benefit and all that. Exercise also helps prevent high blood pressure, because when you're running, you're kind of regulating it as you're exercising and all that. It can also prevent you from having stroke, metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, depression, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so how do you guys kind of keep yourself in shape? I'm going to introduce how I do it first. I usually go out on runs and stuff like that. I try to keep myself in shape. Obviously, I've been lacking a little bit in coronavirus and I'm not as fit as I like to be. Hopefully when this period ends, that all changes, because I usually like to be in shape. I usually like playing a lot of sports. I play pickup basketball sometimes. I play with my friends now, the only ones that I know who aren't infected, who keep themselves safe and stuff. We go to a vacant park. That's kind of what I've been doing so far. What about you guys?
For me, I mainly bike in the mornings, and it's pretty empty, so there's not that many people, so I'm not really too high risk going biking in the morning. And yeah, I think it's vigorous and it's good for my body.
Do you guys have a favorite type of exercise? Maybe like, I know Cal likes to run and all that, but probably do you guys like to play basketball? What's your go-to?
My go-to is probably running. I mean, I love hiking. Hiking, maybe camping and stuff, but I've gone hiking. Trails are, good and stuff, but I guess it's just kind of hard for me to find a trail because we live in such a, city kind of like an atmosphere. That's my go-to. If I had to be, if I lived right next to a trail, I would go there every day. But unfortunately, that's not something like accessible to.
For me,
Yeah, go ahead, John.
yeah, for me, I like to skate a lot. I don't know if it's healthy. Sometimes it feels more unhealthy because you get hurt so much. But I do believe that exercise is important. Like, you guys ever have those days, like when you get sluggish, you don't feel like going outside and stuff, and then when you try sleeping, you have a harder time because you didn't really use up all of your energy.
I feel
Yeah,
that
like-
a lot.
Plus, like with school, it makes us mentally tired. Like, we're hunched over and just working on math, English, essays, all that stuff,
Right.
like all day, every day, even on the weekends now. And we don't actually get ourselves like physically tired. Like, I'd much rather be physically tired than like mentally tired, like what school's doing. So I think that it's really important that we keep active even if we have schoolwork and stuff. We can't neglect ourselves and prioritize work over our own health.
It is incredibly important, and I do know that one of the best ways you can relieve all the stress and pressure from school is to exercise, right? So going on walks and all that, maybe go on run a little bit, have some music playing. That's one of the best de-stressors and all that. So exercising, it produces serotonin. When that's like the neurons that regulate your mood and all that and give you like behavior changes. But definitely, I agree with John. I know mental exhaustion is way worse than physical exhaustion, but I think physical exercise is still important and does help us kind of cope with the amount of work we have.
What motivates you guys to exercise? Like, what's your main motivation? There's a lot of motivations, like losing weight, gaining muscle, looking good for the girls, What's the main one for you?
I gotta say, for me, it's all of them. Like,
Actually, yeah.
Right.
as much as
Is there a wrong answer?
There is no, I don't think there is. Yeah.
as much as impressing the girls is important, but I think what motivates me the most is the serotonin that comes from exercising. Like Bryan said,
I think you're
exercising.
talking about the wrong chemical, because serotonin is not dopamine.
Oh, yeah, dopamine. Sorry, that was the point.
Serotonin is actually the sex one.
Oh wait, okay.
That's not the one you don't
My
want to
bad.
search.
Oh, shoot, I'm
I think-
sorry, my bad.
The right one is endorphins.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I love that feel good vibe.
Yeah.
It just clears my mind when I exercise, and I try to chase that.
Oh yeah, runner's high. Oh, biker's high.
I exercise. Well, I guess why I exercise, I want to get into the Air Force Academy or some kind of military academy. And to get in, I gotta be in shape. I feel like that's the only reason I exercise. If it wasn't for that, I would probably be a big slob sitting in my bed.
But hey, it's good to have a purpose, right?
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a goal, it's a lot easier to slack off and not be as consistent. Like, yeah, for me, like I only like exercise when I skate, but if I'm not doing anything else, then I'm just kind of like, I don't know. My exercise is doing laundry and housework at this point. And then beyond that, like I feel like there's no point.
You know, laughing is an exercise, right? Like speaking of like chores and like errands, you know, laughing is also, well, laughing helps you burn calories, not as much, but it's still gradual, you know, so that can be counted as one.
Exercising, you think?
You're just gonna
Yeah.
laugh all day, bro. That's
Yeah.
how you make up for not running. Just laugh.
Yeah, look at me, dude. Look at my laugh lines. They're so deep. Look at these wrinkles. They don't even disappear when I like. Okay, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Also, do you guys get that feeling like whenever you guys finish exercise, you guys just get tired, right? It's need for like sleep and all. It wears your body out quicker. So once you're done exercising, you lay on the bed, you automatically feel like sleeping. Whereas if you probably didn't exercise, it will take a while, maybe.
Yeah, you feel rested.
But at the same time, if you're not exercising, if you're a lazy slob, you're gonna want to sleep all day long.
Yeah, you feel even
So
more
that
tired
doesn't-
if you don't exercise.
Like,
Okay, can I tell you guys a story?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, yeah, so this is like basically how I learned that my health's really important. Like when I was little, like around 9 years old, I would drink like 2 cans of soda a day. I think it was a Filipino thing. They drink soda like water. It's really bad. And then at some point, I got heart palpitations. Like my heart rate was just like 140, or like some level that's just like way too fast. Like my heart was beating really hard, really fast all the time, even when I was trying to sleep. And it was scary because like I could feel it in my chest, I could feel it as I lie down, I could feel it in my ears, I can hear it, right? It's not good. So then we went to the doctor and they like really stressed to me like the importance of like not taking in sugar, getting exercise and stuff. So then I did that. I stayed away from sugar for 3 months straight. I exercised, you know, I tried to run a bit. I tried to just like do jumping jacks. And then I got better, and I've been staying away from sugar and making sure that I stay active every day because of that. And it's like people really need a wake-up call that your body is important. Like once your body gets screwed, you know, you're done for basically. Like it's a lot harder to recover from something than to prevent a bad thing from happening to your body. Like
Right.
if their tail falls off, you know, it grows back. You know, that's a bad metaphor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that way to think about it is that like as you grow older, you're more prone to getting like certain diseases and all that. When you grow older, there's some things you have to watch. You have to watch what you eat and all that. Whereas right now, since we're teenagers, our body is still growing. We can probably like eat whatever we want, but just know there's like long-term consequences. So definitely, you want to incorporate a bit of exercise. You want to definitely consume less sugar. Try to like take a more healthy diet and lifestyle.
Typically, an athlete has a lower heart rate because their heart's working more efficiently. They don't have to pump as much, or it doesn't have to beat as much because it's working harder and more efficiently. And that's what exercising can help with.
Like if your heart rate is like faster and stronger, even if you're just sitting down or lying down, that's not exactly a good sign. And I'm not saying that like super low blood pressure is good, because low blood pressure is bad. Like it'll make you feel tired. Yeah, like that's another thing. It's like some days when I don't feel like exercising and I feel tired, I know it's just because my heart rate's low. So if you go outside and walk, you'll just feel energized again, and then you can work more efficiently. So that's a life hack if you guys ever feel tired.
I do think maybe it's like the reason because we're so used to being confined in a room. We're used to just like staying in one place, that when you go out, you're initially getting a breather, you're like taking in the air, you're kind of like, you're in a new environment. So it definitely helps you to like wake up a little bit. Do you think that's like the reason?
Okay, my own question for you guys is, do any of you guys skip leg day? It's okay to be honest here. We're accepting of all. views and
I
opinions?
don't work out traditionally. I kind of do some other weird stuff. Kind of just do whatever I want. I want to get into more traditional format. I was supposed to get into more traditional format, but unfortunately, many of the gyms that my dad had a membership for closed down, so I don't really have a leg day to skip.
You want to
Oh
elaborate
yeah,
on
if you're in
that
cross country,
funky exercise?
You sicko?
Do you want to elaborate on what those exercises are?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of just go for a run. I know run's a full body exercise. I remember someone told me that. I'm not sure if that's a fact, but I just run 100 push-ups a day.
Yeah.
And we're good.
Dude, are you a One Punch Man? What the heck?
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 10 kilometers.
I think it's the entire body. Muscle or
I think we just. Did you guys just hear what Caleb said?
Yeah. That's the workout plan.
Every single day. For me,
Wait, so when you say, oh sorry, Caleb, yeah?
for biking, literally all of it's leg day. So
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean,
I did on bike.
unless your bike breaks down, then you have a leg and an arm day.
Yeah, that's true. And it's really lucky. We're really lucky because in Surreal there's a bunch of bike trails like Coyote Creek and all that. So really, if you just want to go for a ride and you live nearby, just like get on with it. Yeah.
It's good for that.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys do like strength training, like lifting weights or just doing calisthenics?
I usually do. I've done dumbbells and stuff, but fortunately, I do pull-ups. I do a lot of pull-ups. I love pull-ups, but can't do any of that anymore because the gym's closed down, and yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah, I feel you.
Do you do it, John?
Yeah, during the summers, like that's when I really get to I get to cook my own food, make a good diet, and then a good diet means you feel energized, and then you have the energy to work out better. But then now it's school, I feel like such a slob. Oh my gosh, oh my god. Yeah, I agree with Kaustubh. I really love pull-ups. I feel like in an emergency, if you need to jump a wall, you need to know how to do pull-ups and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like if you can't pull yourself over a wall, then you're just gonna die. Like straight yeah, you're done for.
Yeah.
I have a pull-up bar in my home, but my parents, they just put hangers on it and hang clothes on it now, so it's so dumb. It's like,
Dude, I'm afraid
Bro,
of
those pull-up bars, I'm gonna say this, John, those pull-up bars, that's a bad experience. I was like trying to do pull-ups on them and it just fell. It was so
You fell,
bad.
right.
Those are bad. I don't like those. The ones that you hang on your doors, it's horrible.
Here's the thing, you have to know there's a weight difference. As humans, we're at least 100 something, and that thing is only like 15, 20, not even.
I mean, it's meant for people, it's meant for humans, right?
Right, but it's from what Cal's experience, I'm pretty sure I don't think I'll be trying that anytime soon.
let's do sketch.
But there's a lot. There's also jumping jacks. You can do squats, lunges. Those are also good for your glutes and your quad muscles here.
Bro, I'm sorry, but when it comes to the coolness factor, push-ups are more cooler. Well, not push-ups, pull-ups are more cooler than any of those.
Yeah. I mean, if you need muscle, that's like when girls look at you, the first thing they look at is muscles, not your ass. They don't look at your butt or anything, or your quads and all that.
Bro, why are we bringing it back to this, Bryan?
I don't know.
Why are we doing this again?
This is important, Kaustubh.
Important. It's a man's physique.
Girls look at you.
But going back to the topic, exercising does reduce anxiety, depression, and all that. It's kind of like for me, I like to use it as a way to distract my brain.
Yeah. You know what I used to do? Don't judge me. In 8th grade, 9th grade, I used to exercise while I'm studying. I don't know why, it helped me a lot. I stopped because I became fat, but that's contrary. But you know what I mean? I'm not even joking with you. I used to literally say something. Alexander did great. Went to India, Macedonia, yada yada. Boom, push up. To the Great Schism split the Roman Christian Church and the Eastern Orthodox. Push up. Not even counting.
I think the reason why you do it is because it trains your brain. Your brain works functions faster. It can pick up signals and these information quicker when you're working out. I don't know if that's the reason why you do it, but
I just do it because I got bored of sitting in my chair for 2 hours long and trying to memorize stuff the day before the test. So.
Do you guys ever remember those cartoons where when someone study, when a cartoon character just like study, they put on like a headband and they just like do push-ups while they're reading a book and all, or they just do this kind of stuff. I think that's kind of the reason behind it. You know, people work out while they study because your brain picks up things faster. It's like, you know.
Especially since we're in quarantine and you have a lot of time in your hands to be at home and have a sedentary lifestyle. I think exercise is a good escape from just being in front of a computer the whole day. I think another thing that
Give me a second.
I think what motivates me as well is when I go biking, I go with some of my friends, and having someone else with me mentally helps me a lot, so I can go a lot farther than I would typically on a single ride. I mean,
The company, is it having people to do it with makes it more enjoyable, or is it that having other people there pushes you to do more?
honestly, both.
Like they say, if you want to get better gains, you want to be more consistent, then you should do it with a friend. So that way, if you don't feel like doing it, they'll like tell you to do it, and if they don't feel like doing it, you'll tell them to go to the gym, not hold off on it. So it's really important we have company for it. Motivation comes in many ways, and companionship is one of the better ways, in my opinion. Like I used to bike every day, but then it got boring. Like, oh my gosh, this town's so small, there's nowhere to go. So I just bike everywhere in a 5-mile like radius, and now I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. But yeah, I think having friends would make me want to do it again.
For me, it's music. Like, I don't have friends like to run with, also because no one really likes to run. Because if I run on a daily basis, so it's like a nighttime kind of thing. But having music, more upbeat, like electro, you know, like just mainstream music in the background, it really gives me that adrenaline to keep running and all that, especially if it's a song I really like. But I would see how like having friends with you can really strike you. It would like push you and also motivate you to do more.
I agree. The music is nice, but when running, like, oh my god, like running with headphones is hard.
They like bob and then like hurt your ears.
Yeah, like if you have wires, you're dead.
Yeah.
We have like wireless earbuds. Sometimes they move around, not as much. But then you have to carry your phone with you too. And that's
Right. But I feel like from this podcast, I think that most people already know the benefits it has. Like, for example, it improves your mood. It helps you. It protects you from getting like chronic diseases in the future. Right. It protects your body. It strengthens your bones. Builds muscle. So it has all these benefits. And really, I think the only problem here is that people know this. It's just that, you know, with COVID-19, we really don't see a motivation to exercise now that everyone's at home.
yeah.
Let this podcast teach you guys to get your butt off the chair and just like walk around a bit. Yeah.
Do something.
Okay, I'll close it off with one fact. And this is okay, so I watch anime, which obviously means I learn a lot about Japan, you know, I'm interested in the culture. And one of the things I learned is that they give your body a report card when you turn 30, because they're a really developed country. A lot of people, they focus on their careers and they often neglect their health, right? They do that thing where they drink after work as like a tradition.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So the idea is that if they give them a comprehensive health exam, it's kind of like a kid getting homework, right? They do it if they see that everyone else is doing it and the government tells you to do it, then they'll do it. So I really think that America, like oh my god, like
we need that. We need a model after Japan.
That's it. That's right.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Right. You guys want to add anything, or should we just wrap it up?
That's good.
I think we should wrap it up.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Be sure to check out our other podcasts on Anchor, Instagram, and also SoundCloud. Also, please support us on GoFundMe. I think we still have that, and make sure to stay updated on Instagram. We have membership form, a bunch of updates you guys can be aware of. So please check those out. And thank you for tuning in to this week's Earthlistening podcast.
Thanks for listening. Check us out on Instagram at Earthlinking Official. Check out our website on Instagram located in a link in our bio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Earthlinking Team. Donate to our GoFundMe located in the description box below. This is Earthlistening. See you in the next episode.